And this is why I believe Ravi is innocent. Ravi has been accused of owning a massage parlor. In this video, I will lay out all the facts about why Jovan Wellness was a wellness center and not a massage parlor. I do have other videos in my series. Please look for the links below. A lot of questions have been raised about RAVI Zacharias and his involvement in a wellness center. Unfortunately, this wellness center has been falsely represented. Another thing the audience would not have known unless they were told is that the Atlanta area is saturated with wellness day spas. Atlanta is the home of one of the largest chiropractic schools in the nation, and quite often upon graduation, graduating chiropractors open wellness centers with massage therapists. In many parts of the Atlanta metro area, there is hardly a strip center anywhere that does not have at least one of these types of day spas, med spas, clinics, or wellness center. So this is not an unusual type of business. So when I watched the video of the Jovan Wellness Center grand opening, I did not see anything to get anyone's panties in a wad over. This was a wellness center, akin to a med spa. But by repeatedly using the word massage parlor in the narrative, it is trying to give people the false impression that Mr. Zacharias had dirty intentions. By calling the med spa a massage parlor, it makes it sound like Mr. Zacharias owns something dirty, like a brothel, for massage and a little sex on the side too. A wellness center is not a place of ill repute. And as a massage therapist, I highly resent that narrative. And so would thousands of other working professionals in the massage therapy industry. Massage therapists are licensed professionals, and by referring to a wellness center as a massage parlor, it is planting a seed in an untrained person's mind to think that these workers are working in some sort of whorehouse or brothel. But today's massage therapists hold themselves up next to any other licensed medical professional, including doctors. We bill the same insurance companies as the doctors. We sit for board tests, the same as a doctor. We have professional personal liability insurance, the same as a doctor. We believe in the value of our work because we believe we relieve people of stress and we help to heal the body. And the scope and nature of our work is never sexual. The Jovan Wellness Center was a legitimate business that was licensed by the state of Georgia. Jovan Wellness has been described online in Groupon as a general day spa located in Alpharetta, offering various types of massage, facials, body treatments such as body wraps, aromatherapy, waxing, skin exfoliation, acupressure, facials, and peels. At this sort of establishment, the owners would not only hire licensed massage therapists, but would also hire other licensed professionals, and they would all practice side by side in the same building. Therefore, each person would be subject to the same state laws of Georgia for professionalism and impropriety. According to the Christianity Today article, I'm quoting, 6 to 10 people worked at the spa at a time. Almost all were unmarried women trying to build their careers as licensed massage therapists, as estheticians, nail technicians, and small business owners. And we must assume that in a building of licensed professionals, a lot would be at stake legally and financially if the staff was tolerating inappropriate behavior from a client or an owner. The employees said, according to the article, that Zacharias came in for regular massages as well as skin treatments. He made people feel special when he spoke to them, and he valued their intellectual and spiritual lives. The 3 women who spoke to Christianity Today said that Zacharias gained their trust, and then the sexual harassment started, which I highly do not believe. I'm not going to quote what one of them said, but my first thought after reading the details of one of these licensed massage therapist allegations, and my first thought was, if I could talk to this therapist, My first question to her would be, if the advances brought you into a legal and potentially career-ending situation, why didn't you immediately call the police or at least anonymously report the incident? You want to be anonymous now, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, but nobody wants to come forward and say who they are. You want to be anonymous now, and you have every right to do so. But by failing to report anything, today your words are simply words that cannot be proven. And as a massage therapist, knowing how serious therapists are about therapy, either this woman is lying or she's making it all up. I'm not saying at some point in her life she was not abused, but for this allegation to fly, for this anonymous, nameless, faceless woman to accuse Ravi and then not to follow through with filing a complaint or calling in law enforcement or calling her insurance company to file a sexual harassment claim, I cannot allow these reports to try and fool the audience into believing these were real therapists. Because real therapists would have done at least one of these things, if not all of them. Yet all these supposed therapists who spoke to the investigators did nothing. Now, according to the Massage Education Guide blog, these guidelines I'm going to read are exactly what we are taught in school. When interviewing at a spa or other establishment, ask specifically about their policy of sexual inappropriate behavior. Being associated with an employer who does not have a strong policy on this issue and your rights to walk away will only hurt you and your reputation as a therapist if and when a questionable situation arises. Business would be legally liable. Remember, if you do not get support from an employer during an uncomfortable situation, remind the employer that they are creating a hostile work environment for you, which means they are subject to the state laws of Georgia for sexual harassment and have a legal liability. Therefore, for Jovan Wellness to operate, it was licensed by the state, it was subject to all the state laws, they were required by law to hire only licensed professionals, there would be multiple licensed professionals working alongside in the same building, all were bound by the same state laws of professionalism in Georgia. If the owner broke any of the laws, he would be subject to criminal prosecution. If the therapist did not obey the law and did not report illegal activity, the therapist would be subject to disciplinary actions as well. If another licensed professional saw anything inappropriate, he or she would be bound by the laws of the state to report illegal activity. Apparently, Jovan Wellness did not just hire female therapists, they also hired male therapists as well, because Jovan Wellness had many positive online comments in Groupon. I'll read a couple. Jeff was excellent. I would highly recommend him to others that plan to come back. Erica was a terrific massage therapist. Your facilities are clean, soothing, and comfortable. I'm not going to read any more, but there's 5 or 6 pages of wonderful reviews of the Jovan Wellness Center. According to the Christianity Today article, Mr. Zacharias didn't keep his involvement in the spas a secret. According to Miller and Martin, they could not find any incorporated documents. Obviously, they're conflicting reports. So my question is, can the body of Christ and all believers see the financial records released through his wife and son? Because at this point, I would not believe anything coming from any of the other sources, so that the body of Christ can know if he invested in a wellness center or not. Did he or didn't he? My assumption is that he probably did, because at the grand opening of Jovan Wellness, Ravi was one of the speakers. Miller and Martin says, we understand, however, that Mr. Zacharias was involved in the concept of opening Jovan Wellness. He had an interest in Eastern treatment, wanted to bring that influence to the spa, specifically Ayurvedic massage. Let me note that this sort of massage is not illegal or unusual or odd. Ayurvedic massage is a form of Eastern massage that is therapeutic. Ayurvedic is preferred by some for its overall qualities of relief and healing power, and it is recommended for people from pregnancy, newborns, and everyone throughout their entire life, even recommended for the elderly and the dying. Mr. Zacharias would not have to go to Thailand or India to get this sort of massage, nor would he need to go to Thailand or India to bring someone back to teach it. This is not an unusual sort of massage. There are certification trainings offered from time to time right in Atlanta. I'm not saying he did not bring someone in to teach it. Sometimes people do come from faraway places across the globe to do specialty trainings and to help people get certifications, but they are teaching from a therapeutic basis. One of the reports said that Mr. Zacharias tried to recruit a person from Thailand or India to work in the spa. If this is true, I want to know the name, what date he was trying to bring her to work in the spa, what arrangements were being made for her to get the proper schooling, and if she was already internationally certified, what date she planned to come to get her temporary Georgia State massage therapy license before she was allowed to be in the licensed facility. I also want to know which therapists this woman trained at the facility. What are their names? What dates did she train with them? Were the therapists happy with what she taught them? And did she hold any certifications to do a training? Without a name, a date, and more facts, all these people could be completely made up by devious people who are seeking to bring down an entire organization. Because the other side is pushing the Ravi is guilty narrative on us, and they want us to believe all this stuff happened, but they don't seem to have any proof. That's why I want to have names and dates, and I want to know who they trained. I want to know this information because I don't believe any of it. And let me note, at no time could I find that there were any complaints about either of these wellness centers. It appears they offered quality massage and facials. I could not find any complaints on the State of Georgia website, nor could I find a long list of complaints to the Georgia State Massage Therapy License Board. So even if Ravi did invest in this type of a business, it was not a massage parlor or a brothel or a whorehouse. Instead, this was a great business. I would invest in a business like this, as would any other legitimate business person. No one should suspect Javon Wellness to be anything less than what it was, a licensed place of wellness. So all you bloggers, journalists, and video bloggers, those who have called it massage parlor, shame on you. According to the state of Georgia, your words are incorrect. And I know you did that because you're trying to make it all sound like it was all evil and sexual because you're seeking to tear this man down. Again, shame on you. Because whoever crafted this narrative is in big trouble. Because a real person knows what a real trained therapist might do in a sexual abuse situation by unnamed, unknown, unnamed, probably non-existent massage therapist against a dead man. The body of Christ has been forced to swallow this so-called evidence because outsiders say it's true, but I'm not buying it, and neither should you. If you would like to hear the entire case that I have presented as to proof as to why Ravi is innocent, please watch my other videos. The links are in the narrative below. And please sign my petition to tell RZIM to reopen Ravi's case and to hire a better law firm.